guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is still Hayden Gastos Jr. and in this video we will tackle about DNA replication. So let's get started. So DNA replication. So what is DNA? So yung DNA po stands for deoxyribonucleic acid, and it is the molecule that contains the genetic code of organisms. So sila po yung nagdadala ng genetic code, and it contains all of the information necessary to build and maintain an organism. So lahat po ng living things have DNA within their cells. So lahat po ng living things, meron pong DNA. In other words, whenever organism reproduce, a portion of their DNA is passed along to their offspring. So in our previous video, so na-explain po natin dun na yung a portion of DNA is passed along to their offspring kung nagre-reproduce yung isang organism. So yung sa cell division. Okay? And then what is DNA replication? So ito po yung ating topic ngayon. What is DNA replication? So it is the biological process of producing two same copies of DNA from one original DNA molecule. So it occurs in all living organisms. So kung ikaw sa palagay mo isa kang living organism, so merong process sa ilalim ng katawan mo nito. So it is the basis of all biological inheritance, and the DNA replication is the process of a DNA molecule making a copy of itself. So ayun. And then why does DNA need to replicate? Bakit nga ba po? Bakit kailangan magre-replicate yung isang DNA? So replication is an essential process because whenever a cell divides, so yung cell division, so mitosis, meiosis, the two new daughter cells must contain the same genetic information or DNA as the parent cell. So ito po yung explanation. So meron silang mga connection and relationships between cell division and DNA replication. So once the DNA in a cell is replicated, the cell can divide into two cells, so each of which has an identical copy of the original DNA. So yung cell division need pala ng DNA replication kasi nga, di ba, nag-divide yung cell, and then yung DNA din nila dapat identical sa original cell. Ayan. So DNA structure. So yung DNA po, a DNA molecule looks like a twisted ladder. Its shape is called a double helix. So mamaya ipapakita po. A helix is a shape that twists. The two sides of the DNA ladder are made of sugar molecules alternating with phosphate molecules. So the rung of the DNA molecule are made of chemical building blocks called bases. So the four bases found in DNA are adenine, which is A, thymine, T, cytosine, C, and guanine, G. So in high school or sa high school, so nalaman na natin to. We already learned about it. So basics of DNA replication. So before mitosis, the amount of DNA doubles. So the DNA replication occurs before mitosis begins and before the first division of mitosis. So dito pala nag-occur yung DNA replication before mitosis begins and before the first division of mitosis, para ready for cell division ito. So kung walang DNA replication, so walang cell division. So DNA replication ensures that each daughter cell has an exact copy of the DNA from the parent cell. Yun yung kailangan gawin ng DNA replication, na dapat yung bawat daughter cell has an exact copy, meron mga copy of the DNA from the parent cell. So yun po. Next will be the DNA replication results in one DNA molecule becoming two daughter molecules. and each an exact copy of the original molecule. So yung DNA replication requires a set of proteins and enzymes at saka energy in form of ATP. So models of replication. So next po tayo sa models of replication. We have conservative, semi-conservative, and dispersive. So ano po itong mga models of replication? So yung mga models of replication, so ito po yung mga way of replicating the DNA. So mga ways of replication. So we have conservative. First, we have conservative replication. So ano itong conservative replication? So yung conservative replication po, the parental double helix remains intact. So both strands of the daughter double helix are newly synthesized. So it would leave the original template DNA strands intact and would produce a copy composed of entirely new DNA base pairs. So ito po yung, so makikita nyo sa diagram, ito po yung conservative. So pag magre-replicate siya, so nandyan yung original template strand niya, which is the red, and then pag gumawa na siya ng newly synthesized strand, so lahat talaga. So nagpo-produce siya ng a copy of composed of entirely new DNA base pairs. So entirely new, lahat talaga. Next will be semi-conservative replication. So it would produce two copies that each contained one of the original strands and one entirely new copy. So yan po yung semi-conservative, semi-conservative. Next will be the dispersive replication. So at completion, both strands of both double helices contain both original and newly synthesized material. So in dispersive replication would produce two copies of the DNA, both containing a mixture of old and new DNA base pairs. So dyan nakikita nyo sa diagram, so meron original template strand plus newly synthesized strand, and then original template strand na naman, and then newly synthesized strand na naman. So ganyan yung dispersive. So yan po yung mga models of replication. So way of replicating, sa ways of replication po ng DNA. So yan po yung aking topic for today's video. So yan po yung ating ito po yung ating topic, and then I hope na may nalaman kayo kahit kaunti lang. So thank you for watching, and then please subscribe po sa aking YouTube channel, and then thank you po sa lahat. See you on my next video. God bless and thank you.